we have a responsibility as communicators to aggressively communicate our message. And that's not always going to be reported accurately. That's not always going to get rid of the bots and other fake news sources. But I think making sure that we're doing everything we can to aggressively tell the truth and to get your message out there. And a lot of times that just takes hard work, and it seems like you might be slamming your head against a wall, but it usually has results. And I think not giving up on sort of the traditional storytelling and communicating sort of guidelines that we all were raised to think is normal.
There's a lot of responsibilities for companies like us to really make a decision about what is the line that you feel you can draw and stand behind that. And that's a very tricky conversation to have with yourself, internally, with your partners. For us, what we did is we have a policy, so that's the first step. So you decide you have a line and you have a policy that you want to follow. I published it on a blog that I wrote. So I was welcoming a lot of different opinions. Some of them were constructive, some of them were very hating. And then I hired about 60 people that would follow this policy. So every piece of content that someone wants to distribute on Taboola, so that potentially it could be recommended on Mashable or on Bloomberg or on USA Today, there's a human being that checks the article. Now, can we make mistakes? Yes, but there is a process whereby 60 people review articles all day long from around the world, and then I have 10 people that are doing sweeping to see if mistakes were made.
At Mashable, our method is very simple. We read, and we pick up phones, and we do our research before we look at a story that's being promoted out there and pick it up on our own. We have a real sense of responsibility to our readers. You have over 40 million people looking at your site a month. You really need to weigh quite carefully what you're going to put out there and what you're going to present as worthy of their time. So we do old-fashioned journalism. I don't think there will ever be an algorithm that can imitate the art and intelligence of determining fact from fiction.
All these distribution companies can be very powerful in distributing knowledge and to equip people around the world with how to identify fake news. Anyone here can pretty much catch 7 out of 10 of them. And if anyone can catch 7 out of 10, that's a significant improvement. So I think that the other direction is bottom up. So you have the big distribution companies that will have processes to make it better. I think they can be used to share knowledge so that the bottom-up solution will be available as well. Consumers should be equipped with knowledge, and each one of us from our own small corner of the world should do the best we can to make it better.